Do you think it was possible to have a cup of hot chocolate that is packed with protein? It is. Sadly, as mamas, we're often so busy taking care of our littles that it can be hard to think about what we're gonna eat, when we're gonna eat, how we're gonna get it, etc., etc. This recipe is super simple, nourishing, and will keep you satisfied. Are you ready for the secret ingredient? Bone broth. Yes, you heard me correct. Now, before you go clicking away from this video because you think that sounds disgusting, I have some tips and tricks that are gonna make it delicious, and you are gonna forget that bone broth's even in there, but your body is going to thank you. As you're watching me here make some of the delicious hot chocolate, I'm just gonna go over some reasonings why I use the broth that I do and why I use the milk that I do, and some things that I've learned and tips and tricks along the way. For your bone broth, I suggest using chicken broth over beef broth. Maybe it's just my palate, but I think chicken broth is way more subtle. If you're making a homemade broth, which I do often, I would take some of your broth and put it aside before you add any of the spices or even like salt and pepper. I like to have it just super plain when I'm putting it in my hot chocolate, so I don't really taste it, but I get all the benefits of it. Or this kettle and fire sipping broth is great, or the Costco brand too. I've used all of them, and in the chicken one, they're awesome. If you didn't know, bone broth is super nutrient dense because of the gelatin that's produced when you cook the bones. The gelatin is healing to our gut, helps improve inflammation, improves sleep, and improves your skin. Years ago, our ancestors would naturally get gelatin in their diet because they would eat the full animal, known as head to tail eating. But if you don't regularly consume all animal parts, supplementing with bone broth can be very helpful and nourishing. Let's talk about what I believe is the star of the show, raw milk. I plan to make a whole video on this very soon with my deeper thoughts about how amazing raw milk is, but if you really want to up the nourishment of your hot chocolate, I suggest using raw milk. I attribute adding dairy back into my diet after nearly a decade or more of being dairy-free for helping me heal my fertility, nourishing my body, and getting out of a malnourished state. Adding raw milk into your diet has many amazing benefits, but let's just look at a few to start. Dairy products are an amazing form of bioavailable protein that's easy for our bodies and systems to digest. Dairy contains casein, which is an anti-cortisol, anti-stress lowering effects. This has high-quality saturated fats that help rebuild our gut. Milk contains easy-to-digest sugars that fuels the metabolism. Milk is naturally rich in fertility hormones, vitamin A, D, and K, and so much more. Not to mention, it's delicious. To increase protein, I also like to add collagen powder. We are getting gelatin from the bone broth as well, but this gives it a little extra boost. Gelatin is just cooked collagen. Some benefits of taking collagen regularly are skin health, joint health, improving the gut, helps with inflammation, supports a healthy metabolism, helps brain function, improves deeper sleep. That's just to name a few. It's pretty good stuff. My favorite collagen by far is Perfect Supplements. I've been using them for years. They're free of all chemicals, pesticides, GMOs, made from pasture-raised cows, and the only ingredient is collagen. Thank you very much. You can use code SWEET10 to save you 10%. My goodness, just divine, divine. It is so good. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Try it. Let me know in the comments if you do or if you tweaked anything. Sometimes I do like to add cinnamon, or sometimes I will melt it all like I did on the stove, and then I'll let it get cold and drink it more like a chocolate milk. That's really, really good too, depending on the time of the year or your mood. I'm an iced coffee gal through and through. If you've watched this video all the way through, let me know. Are you an iced coffee or hot coffee or switcheroo-y kind of person? Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope to see you again. See you in my next video. Cheers.